Hello everyone, it's the Frugal Soul Gardener. And even though spring is sprung, a lot of places still feels cold, and it's a great day for some nice chili. But times are tight, and even though this is only $1.25, there are ways to make this stretch for either a crowd or feed you for several days. And all you need are some dried beans, seasoning, and a rice cooker. No stove, no problem. Let me explain how it works. What you're going to do is measure out enough beans to fill about a third of the way of your rice cooker. Because the beauty of dried beans is these will triple in size, which is one thing they're just so amazing, because this is $1.25. I got these I got these from the food bank, but they sell these at Dollar Tree for $1.25, and this makes 13 servings of beans. So, after you've measured out the beans you're going to use, you want to wash those and pick them over. Just make sure there's nothing in there that's not a bean. You're going to put it in your rice cooker, and you're going to add enough water so it's about like 2 inches above the top of these beans. And then you're going to turn it on and just kind of keep an eye on it. And once it comes to a boil, you're going to let it boil for 5 minutes, and then you'll turn it off. And you'll let it sit for about an hour. That should be plenty of time. In the meantime, you can be making sure you've got all whatever other ingredients you might want. And then what you can do is, once those beans have been soaking for an hour, you have a couple of options. You can just maybe add a little more extra water and then just turn it back on and cook them. Or if you've got issues with gas, what I would do is take out a slotted spoon, scoop out all the beans, and then very carefully, because this is going to be hot, you're going to take the mechanism that's this little thing, and you take it out very carefully, and then you can dump the water out. And then if you really want to get rid of anything that will give you gas, rinse those beans. You're going to put that back in the pot, and then add water again to 2 inches above those beans, and then you're going to let them cook. You want to keep an eye on them. Check them every 5-10 minutes, stir them, just so that nothing burns. Depending on the size of the bean, the smaller the bean, the quicker they cook. Once they are fully cooked, then you can add your canned chili, and then also you can add an envelope of the chili seasoning. Now, this canned chili's got quite a bit of salt in it, so you may not even need an entire envelope. I would open it up and add a couple of tablespoons, see how it is, and add enough liquid just so to give it enough room so it's not less likely to burn, and just let it simmer for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. Try it, and if it doesn't quite have enough flavor, just add more of the seasoning packet. And if there's anything left in the seasoning packet, I would put it in a little Ziploc bag, and it'll keep just fine that way. Now, with this, if you got everything here at Dollar Tree, you would be spending, about $4 between the chili, the seasoning, and the beans. If you wanted to do more, you could saute some onions and peppers or whatever you wanted. I personally would saute them in the rice cooker first and then set them aside, and then cook your beans. But however you want to do it, by just stretching this canned chili with those beans and with this chili seasoning, you are going to have a boatload of chili that's going to last you or your family for quite some time. And before I go, I just want to tell you, I know it's scary out there, but you know what? If we just band together and work together and support each other, we're going to get through these uncertain times. And I will be here every step of the way to give you the encouragement and the practical tips of how to get through food uncertainty. So in the meantime, happy saving.